Hey everybody, welcome back. Harry P from the Driftless Homestead. What I'm going to show you today is exciting to me. I don't know if it's going to be exciting to you, but I like doing this. It puts some tasty table fare on my table. So what I'm going to show you today is a mushroom harvest. This is the first one of the year. Hopefully it's the smallest one of the year, and we'll see how many we can collect in this bucket. I'm going to share them with my neighbor next door. So I'm going to cut the stems off right away, and I'll keep the stems back for well, I'll put them in here first, and then I'll go cut the stems off, and I'll give them to them without the stems. Not sure if you're aware, shiitake mushroom stems are kind of tough, kind of like the bottom of the asparagus. So what I do with the stems is I dry them out, then I run them through a processor and turn them into a powder, and then I add those to my meals when I run out of shiitake mushrooms. So that's the last thing I eat. So let me show you what we got here with the harvest, and we'll go on from there. Okay, here we go with the shiitake harvest. So I went to the St. Vincent de Paul and bought myself a grapefruit knife just to try out to see if it would make the process easier. We're going to be picking small mushrooms today along with large mushrooms because I'm not going to be around tomorrow. So this one here, as you can see, really nice as far as the edge being curled over. This one's picked, maybe a little bit early, but I've been watering these every night too, just so they don't dry out. But kind of a beautiful mushroom there, huh? Here's another one that's probably more at its peak for ripeness, as you can see by the curl there. It's not as much color. It's not as dark. So when I'm at home and it's going to take a couple of days to harvest the mushrooms, I'll I'll harvest them every couple of days. So like this one here is a prime example. It's not a large mushroom, it's a nice mushroom, but see how the underside of the gills is still cupped around. This one would have probably gotten at least a third bigger if I'd left it just overnight, but I'm not going to be here. And I do like to turn the logs upside down when I'm doing that, so I can see where we are with how big the mushrooms, or if the mushrooms are ripe, if I should let them go. I just had a knife here, and I'm sure you've seen it fall, and I cannot see it. Well, oh, I see it. Okay, so we'll finish harvesting this log. A lot of people pull them off. I don't like to do that because the shiitake is a kind of a strong mushroom, and when you pull them off like that, you could rip the bark on a log, and it just makes the log's life shorter. And I'm sure that they're crinkled like this is because of the heat. And I tried to, like I said, tried to water them so they had more moisture to grow overnight. And it worked. Yeah, this white oak log is unbelievable. So I think, I don't know when we're gonna be doing a harvest on our property, but I think when we do, I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna make sure that they do it.
when the logs are in their dormancy period. And I think I'm going to get out there and collect a bunch of white oak logs just because of how well they're doing. It takes longer to get the spawn run in them, mycelium to run in them, but I think it's well worth it when I sit back and look at how many I'm getting off of there. Let's set this on this big log. The other thing I like to do is when I like to rotate the logs, so they'll always be in the same group, same stack. But see here, I've got all the tags up, so next time I do it, I'll put the tags down, and that way I think the mycelium does move back and forth up the log with gravity. So I'll try and make sure it's consuming the log evenly. Yeah, a lot of the mushrooms on this particular log could have went till tomorrow or even longer. And I can tell this log is pretty light. So two things are happening. One is the moisture is drying out of the log, which is going to kill the mushrooms. And then two, the mushroom might just about be finished eating the log. And then it uses all the energy in the log. Like this log, I'm pretty sure, is dead. And the date on it is too hard to tell. This is a 2020 log. And this is another thing, you know what? Field and Forest said you don't have to wax the ends, and I used to wax both ends on it. And what's nice about the wax is, I'm going to show you. So I might quit waxing both ends, but I already did quit waxing both ends with these 2020 logs, and it appears as though they died because I did that. Well, I don't know if that's the reason, but I didn't get any mushrooms. It was a week early, I think, in the season, so that might be the cause of it. I don't know. As we go through here, we'll see that. But you can see on this log here how it's all white underneath the wax. That's the mycelium, that the mycelium had a good run in there. Sometimes you'll pick a log up and it'll be stuck to the ground and it'll take dirt with it. There's another one, good mycelium run in there. So I think I'm going to wax one end just so I can see how the logs took, because we might not have any harvest off of it if it doesn't take. So here's the one where I was showing you that it opened up too far. See that there's no curl on the end? So when you let it go too far like this particular one didn't happen, but there's spore bugs out here wherever, and if you let it go too long, because the spore will start to drop, the spore bugs will come in and fill up your mushroom. So it's always better to pick them on time than not. And that's another reason too, when it comes to harvesting the mushrooms, I like to force fruit my mushrooms so I control when they come. Some people just leave them out in the woods and they check them. Well, I guarantee you that first year I got them, I know that happened to me, they were huge and they were all overgrown. And I'm sure that the people that do that, and it's your choice, your logs, your mushrooms, your effort, you can do what you want, but I'm pretty sure that that's that you'll get the spore bugs, and then you'll also get any other bugs that might eat on it, or chipmunks or squirrels or whatnot. This one right here is a perfect example of why it's called a double jewel. They grew out of the same stem. You got two mushrooms there. Okay. So, here is a week mushroom harvest for the shiitakes. I got this tub just about full. And we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 logs. And like I said, the logs that had the 2020 tags on didn't have any mushrooms on there. And they were started a week early, so I don't know. That one there is by a slug. So, not quite sure where we're heading with it, but I just wanted to share this with you. Thanks for showing up today. If you want to know more about doing this, tune in, because I've got a couple episodes where we're going to be drilling and plugging the mushrooms and setting them up for the following year. And I know we're all, in today's day and age, we want instant gratification. If we plant those mushrooms, we're expecting mushrooms next week. It doesn't work like that. And if you could just have a little bit of patience, get out in the woods in January and February and cut your logs and plug them. You could wait till the snow melts to plug them. Plug them, leave them sit for a year, and I am sure that you're going to enjoy the product that you get off of there. It's well worth the fruits of your labor there. So tune back in, watch us drill and plug the logs, and we'll bring you through the process step by step. Thanks for showing up today. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you.